Hey guys, Luke here. I'm here to do another episode of my 2015 NRL transfer series, just going over, all the big transfers. And this episode we're going to be doing Ryan Hoffman. We've got the Rugby League Live 3 fan hub as a background footage. So let's have a look at him. We'll go over and find him. He's in the second row at the Warriors. And also I thought it was kind of good they went from Josh Hoffman to Ryan Hoffman. So I thought I sort of specifically did that on purpose. So let's get into talking my thoughts on Ryan Hoffman. Now I should just put up make it clear that overall I'm not really a big fan of Ryan Hoffman, but at the same time I can recognise his ability as being pretty good. But I should point out, I think Ryan Hoffman, he's kind of one of those overrated but underrated players. I don't know how to explain it properly, but he's overrated in the sense that I don't feel he's like a rep player, even though he did quite well this past one. But I feel overall he seemed to make Australian sides and that sort of stuff, and I don't really feel he's up to that standard. But also, a lot of people don't like him because of that reason and that stuff. But I still feel he's still like a great player, just not up to that standard. But because a lot of people share the same opinion, where they don't really think he's up to that standard, they just immediately think he's shit. Now I don't think he's actually shit. I just don't think he's up to that standard. But I'm just going to point out, I think he's actually a great signing for the Warriors. I think they're missing another quality forward. They tried to make like Bakuya. He was okay at the Sharks, but then when he came to Warriors, not so great. But the hole left by Elijah Taylor hasn't been filled yet, and I think Ryan Hoffman can do that. He runs great lines. I'd say he's arguably one of the best hole runners in the comp, which is credit to him. He's good stuff. It remains to be seen whether it's Kronk who's making him look good. So if he can do that outside of Johnson and I don't know, Lulawa, Townsend, whoever's going to be the 5'8", it'd be interesting to see how he actually goes in terms of hitting the holes, if he's just being directed properly. Because I know in Origin he did the same sort of thing. I remember Hodkinson putting him into one of those ones a few times. So, but Hodkinson is a pretty good halfback as well. So, Johnson's a great halfback as well. So it depends on what side he's on, I suppose. I think he's the left side player. I can't remember actually, but. Yeah, I think he's definitely can be a damaging hole runner. Also, I think this sort of takes a little bit of pressure off the other forwards in terms of Simon Mannering. I don't think Ben Madalena will be a second row. I just want to point that out. I don't know who the other second row will be. Probably Bernine Thompson or someone. But whoever it is, put it this way, I think Mannering sort of had to carry. Went to the wrong player. I think Mannering had to carry a lot of the workload in the second row. I think the other forwards just aren't really that good. They're not horrible or anything, but they're just not that good. Now you have a little bit more star power in your squad with Ryan Hoffman, and it's another player where teams going to be like, oh shit, well we've got to mark Ryan Hoffman. Bakuya, not so much, or whoever was playing second row with Mannering last year. Hopefully you kind of understand what I mean by that. But I don't know how much money Ryan Hoffman signed for, and I do think it's a little bit of an odd one because I never would have picked Ryan Hoffman to be the one to leave after already having left, but he did that. I don't know if New Zealand tried to go for Proctor or someone, but he probably would have been a good fit. Hopefully for Warriors fans, he doesn't get homesick or anything like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens. But I think he should be okay. I think he should go pretty well. The only thing is he might drop off the scene for Origin, being at the Warriors. I find a lot of players like Lilliam and stuff, a lot of people who could be playing, apart from Brent Tate and Steve Price, they don't really get a look in, no matter how good they're playing at the Warriors. Now, I know, obviously, how many players do have Warriors really had, because they haven't really had many star Aussies playing for them, apart from the ones I just mentioned, but, he probably will sort of drop off the scene, because people don't really pay attention to the Warriors in Australia that much, really pay attention, apart from, certain times, if they're in the finals or something. But yeah, I thought that was worth noting with Hoffman. That might be saying goodbye to his Origin career, but he probably won't because they're defending champions and they'll bring him back in, whatever. But enough rambling on. Like I said, overall, I think he actually is a great signing for them. I think he should fit in quite well. Johnson should be able to put him in some holes, and also the threat of him being there should give Johnson a lot more room as well. So I don't know. I was expecting to be a great side this year, Warriors. But that's where I'm going to leave the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you can drop a like on it. Very much appreciated. And hopefully you can subscribe to my channel. Also very much appreciated. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.